Previously on
DanganRonpa.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko. Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
we need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. What have we got? Believable file number 5, alright? Can we look into it? Hold on, let me look into it first. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds. These were all at least several days old, so it has to be the metal pipe.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure, I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
And that was a cover-up, with all these other wounds on the body weren't fresh, which only leaves.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure, I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on the body weren't fresh. Which only leaves.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
No, that's wrong.
We got it.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
Those were days old, according to the Monokuma file.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
Nope.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
The hell, Toko? Calm down, girl.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Whoa, Toko, calm down there, girl. I know she's being like, okay, that's, what the hell? Toko, this is not the time for you to talk about your sexual deviations. This is time for us to figure out a murder.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Yeah, so it's like we got a sexual deviant and an idiot on the side right here, just jibber jabbering. Quit lollygagging.
Seriously?
Same here, Aoi. I'm baffled as well.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We do?
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The real murder weapon. A set of titanium arrows was found in Dojo Locker. There appeared to be 10 in total. Along with the arrows, there was also wadded a ball of duct tape in a locker. The duct tape held traces of blood on it. It's assumed that it was related to the case, but nobody can imagine how. Water duct tape? It's so odd he can't even talk. You can see that, right, Makoto? How do you know? Because that's the way he treats me. It's like we have psychic link. What the hell? I don't think that's it.
Shoot!
Press myself in front of everyone. God damn it, what was it? Real murder weapon. Son of a bitch, what do you mean by real murder weapon? Titanium arrows? Maybe?
I got it!
Really?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Hold up. I don't care what they're made out of. They could be freaking made out of, like I said, titanium. You don't use arrows to just hit somebody on the back of the head with, and they just, you know, suffer damage. You use the stabby end, the piercing end, to pierce it and shoot it at someone, and that would not have been a blunt. Those things were I'm pretty sure arrows don't create blunt damage. I'm pretty certain, unless those things had hammers on the back of the head, like on the ends of them, they are not causing blunt damage. They're causing piercing damage. Arrows cause piercing damage. At least that's what MMOs have taught me. So that makes no sense. Why would the game make us do whatever? I'm guessing there's a point to this.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
I highly doubt it.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Exactly. Aoi's onto it as well.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
Okay, Toko, please just shut up.
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
And she has every right to. I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. It's the duct tape. It has to be the duct tape, right? Bloody duct tape, wood block key, titanium arrows. Maybe wood block key.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
The arrow would be too thin. If it was just the titanium arrow, it wouldn't be really thick enough. Or nearly thick enough. Which is why they used... oh lord.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
It has to do with the bloody duct tape. It has to do with the bloody duct tape, right? If it was just the titanium arrow, it wouldn't be really thick enough. Which is why they used...
the titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt
that was the murder weapon.
Damn it. Son of a bitch. What? You think there's some mistake lurking in what I said?
Shoot!
Oh shit, that's the worst part. You don't know what to counter it with or what to use it with?
Titanium arrow.
That's the worst.
I have no
That's
doubt
the worst part about. That's the worst part about this whole thing. It's not specific enough. Good lord.
Are you sure?
You don't sound...
Because it said the weapon must have been about. It seems like an arrow.
Just fast forwarding. Oh, there you go.
No, that's wrong.
Both would have worked. Both would have worked, to be honest.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
But how? This makes no. I feel like Makoto's being led by Byakuya right now. That's literally what it feels like. I'm getting actually really agitated that Makoto is just going over what Byakuya says. He's like backing him up and everything. There's no way duct tape plus arrow equals a metal pipe of a sword. There's no way. There's no way.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
I've never heard of duct tape actually physically killing anybody unless like choked on it, so there's no way that duct tape would have been it. No way.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
I am very unconvinced.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Toko with her literary stuff.
One stick is weak. We'll put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Toko has been very vocal about this whole thing as well. Is it just me?
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
That is a lie. She does have the key.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Oh no! No! Byakuya screwed himself here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very possible conclusion that maybe Byakuya might have done it. See, here's the thing. We found the wooden lock in Kyoko's room. But the only person that has access to Kyoko's room before any of this, not Kyoko because the key was taken away from her, but Byakuya. The only thing that actually last time Kyoko even left anything in her room was the file for Mukuro Ikusabe that she slid under the sheets. And she gave us a letter saying things, that particular thing is under the sheets. That particular thing should look under the sheets. Byakuya has given himself away here, ladies and gentlemen. He is doing something very, very bad. Byakuya, what have you done, sir? What have you done? Kyoko or Makoto, please counter him. Please.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
So smug, so confident. I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Must be connected to the dojo locker. It is. But that's not how it got there.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
See, I realized what was irritating so far throughout the trial. Makoto is being led by Byakuya. Byakuya is way too deep into this, man. He is way too deep. It's suspicious as hell. It's so suspicious, it's sus as... I don't know, I was trying to see if I can come up with something funny to say, but it's so suspicious. It's so suspicious.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
Son of a bitch.
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Kyoko, please explain this away.
Hold on a second.
Or Makoto.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
That's a different thing to say, but okay, let's figure this out.
I was just protecting you.
She was. I believe her. I believe her.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which mean that Kyoko... She killed someone. For me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
No, it's not.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
She is not the killer. She is not the killer. Evidence proves it.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Can he?
I should know?
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? The key! We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna catch the rat bastard right now, when the body was found.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait, Kyoko gave a room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean we got the rat
Those
bastard.
words you just spoke, what do you mean?
We got him.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
We got him.
No, that's wrong.
We got the rat bastard. We have him literally by the balls at this point.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Yes! 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 Let's do this. We got this. We got this, ladies and gents. We have this.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this... It just isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Did she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? What was this coming from? Or is it something else? Where is this coming from? Was this some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? if you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. The Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if it's not really true? What can I do? Makoto, this is not a time to flip out, buddy. What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro? And Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you will never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right then and now whether or not to expose Kyoko lie. Run away? I don't think we can run away. Pursue the lie or let it go. Oh god. I'm gonna let it go. I have to let it go. I'm gonna be like the Disney song and just let it go. We have to see what this I trust Kyoko with everything so far. It's gonna be probably a terrible bad mistake. This is probably gonna get me a bad end, but I have to let it go for now. I have to. I'm gonna let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she could have killed someone. This has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
I think the lie that she said is that there's no way she could have had access to a room because she had access to our room. She has the ability, she has a special device that she got, I believe, from the key, you know, the Monokuma key that she used in order to get access to different parts of the school. So therefore, she probably has a way to bypass doors because she got into our door. But the thing is, that doesn't mean that she was exactly to a room. She didn't even know anything about her room or the locker. She knew nothing about it. That's the thing, she knows nothing about it. And I believe it.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
The only person with a key.
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Monokuma, we're gonna get a reaction?
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean by time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Wait, is this so? Wait. What happened? 71 What happened?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What's going on?
Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
No! Did we get a bad end? What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. Got all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job?
Yep.
Yep, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always, just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it in the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positive, thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh god, did I get a bad end? Did I get a... Oh lord, did I get a bad end?